Welcome to the Courage to Live podcast. My name is Josh Bitsko. I'm a retired police captain out of Las Vegas with 24 years of experience. Currently, I travel the country and I teach people about leadership, resilience, and courage. Today, we're going to talk about how strength isn't always enough. Sometimes you need to lean on something bigger or somebody else. And I think this is important to me because I always valued being strong, whether that was physically or mentally, being able to handle really hard things, hard situations, and being the one other people would look to for strength. The problem is there's a point where your strength will run out, no matter how tough you are, no matter how much you've trained, how many battles, real or proverbial, you've faced. There comes a moment when that strength and grit alone just won't carry you any further. So if you're listening to this, I want you to think about the times that you've hit that wall. Maybe it was in the middle of a crisis at work. Maybe it was family drama. Maybe it was grief. And I know that I've been there through that. And you tried to muscle through it, but inside you knew you just didn't have enough left. And those are the moments that I'm talking about, is when faced with that, when you're just zoning out and you don't know, how you're going to get through the next day or hour or minute. What do you do? I mean, knowing that strength has its limits, we're taught to rely on strength in policing and leadership and business and in life. We're expected to hold that line and push forward, stay in control. And when we pretend that strength is, infinite and our gas tank won't run out, we don't last. So the first thing is, one of the hardest lessons to learn is knowing that running out of strength doesn't mean you weren't enough. It doesn't mean you're weak. It just means you're human. And sometimes the weight we carry is just too much. And recognizing that also takes courage. Honestly, more courage than pretending you can carry it all alone. So knowing that, that's when you have to lean on something bigger. That's where the shift happens. For me, it was in my relationship with Jenna. When I was at my lowest, I knew that I could lean on her and I could rely on her to help carry some of that load for me and take the weight off my shoulders. And that doesn't mean I was a bad husband. It doesn't mean I was a bad partner. In fact, when I was trying to carry it all myself and being more irritable or not connected or, not present with my family, that's when my relationship was struggling, not when I was sitting down and asking for help. So finding whatever that outlet is for you, maybe it's your faith, maybe it's prayer and turning to God when you didn't have any answers left. Maybe it's your team or the belief that, there's meaning in the struggle, even if you can't see it yet. I'll tell you that running a small business and trying to support a family on that, it takes a lot of strength for both Jenna and I. Like, all of our strength is focused into running this business. We wake up, first thing in the morning, we'll try and work out, and then we're working on this business, whether it's recording podcasts or social media or marketing to conferences or police departments. I'll often turn around and it's 6, 7, 8 p.m. and we've just been giving everything that we have to trying to make this business successful. And there's times that she has her moments where her strength has run out and she can lean on me. And there's times that I have the same thing and I can lean on her. So just know that trust instead of control. When we run out of strength, the instinct is to just hold on tighter, control more, push harder. But sometimes the bravest thing you can do is loosen your grip, asking for help, admitting that you can't do it all, and trust in, something greater, whether it's, again, your faith or your partner or your friends, and have somebody help you carry the rest. And because you will come to a point where that strength will run out. Real courage isn't being unbreakable. It's about being honest that you can and probably will break at certain points in your life, and knowing you don't have to stand up alone. There are times you're going to have to pick yourself up by your bootstraps, but sometimes a hand can also help pull you up. And that hand can be from somebody else that will, help you through the hard times. So next time your strength runs out, it's not the end. It's not all over. See it. That's the moment that you can lean on somebody you love or something bigger. Thank you for listening today. If you enjoyed the podcast, please share it with a friend or subscribe or leave a review down below. All of those things help us. And I appreciate you spending some time with me today.